This kind of situation is common in Jakarta, where vehicles would queue for a long time to refill their fuel tanks on busy weekdays. However, queues at gas stations like this are also common in other cities a few days before Eid al-Fitr. This is sometimes inevitable as many travelers will return to their hometowns.
Pernah sekali ya. Ya akhirnya ya nunggu sih supaya jalannya agak lancar baru bisa ngambil kiri, ketemu nggak jauh dari situ soalnya sih. Ya.
Some travelers avoid the same experience by planning their trip ahead of Eid al-Fitr.
Tanggal 6 sore.
Mudik insya Allah tanggal 5.
Insya Allah ada, cuman belum tahu tanggalnya.
The departure day for travelers leaving Jakarta can be predicted using visual data records of Eid al-Fitr from April 21st last year. This data helps predict fuel consumption in different locations, enabling better supply control. Similar predictions can also be made for this year.
So we are using the data that we have from the historical data to be able to predict the movement of the homecoming and make sure that we have enough stock of fuel and LPG on the place that become the destination of the homecoming.
I recently visited the Pertamina Integrated Enterprise Data and Command Center, or PIEDCC. PIEDCC is part of a digital transformation efforts of this state-owned company besides monitoring fuel and LPG stocks throughout the country.
The use of this map is actually to prepare the stock, the fuel stock. So meaning if you look at the dark orange mean that we need to add more stock there to make sure that enough for people to buy fuel. The more blue that you have, the darker blue, the light blue, meaning that the less people in that region.
The data analysis resulted in an addition in fuel stocks by 10 to 15%. The command center analyzed that there was an additional fuel consumption of 5 to 6% during the homecoming period compared to normal days.
So usually during this time, Ramadan, people are traveling from Sumatra to Java, and more darker, orange darker to Java because people are going to Java, and light blue in Sumatra because they left the Sumatra areas.
Besides predicting fuel and LPG consumption using big data analysis, PIEDCC can also monitor various Pertamina activities, including oil production, shipping, and real-time distribution on the road.
We have the capability of monitoring our fuel truck movement to make sure that our fuel station they have enough stock. So you can see over here, it's basically the movement of our fuel trucks all over the Indonesian region. Basically, those the destination places like East Java or Central Java. Those kind of that we need to make sure using this kind of digitalization technology that we have here.
Is it moving?
It is moving, yes. This one and this one we are here 24/7.
The command center can also detect abnormal behavior. Based on various data sources, including millions of transactions, PIEDCC officers can take action to mitigate some fraud risks.
We are implementing what we call exception signal platform. The anomaly, those that not eligible for some kind of fuel, for example, then they will be mitigated using the platform.
Additionally, some personal notes can be implemented by travelers based on the data monitored by PIEDCC team.
Number one is to make a travel plan. That's very important. Number two, make sure fuel tank, the car or the motorcycle fuel tank, and use the non-subsidy fuel. That's very important. And number three, if you have problem, need support during your traveling, call center 135.
The number of travelers on this year's Eid is predicted to reach more than 190 million. And by taking actions based on historical data, Pertamina aims to meet energy demand so that homecoming can be memorable like previous years.
Aman, stok aman, rame, walaupun kadang kan solar biasa susah, tapi ya alhamdulillah aman.
Selama ini aman sih, nggak ada masalah. Selama saya jalurnya pulang kampung ke Cirebon. Aman, nggak ada masalah.
Aman semua sih Mas, karena kan kita pakai fitur aplikasi ya.
Ke arah Sumatera, Palembang. Kalau ke daerah sana sih insya Allah sih enggak.